Welcome back. Welcome back to an almost normal. What is today?
Is it normal?
Friday.
No.
Friday. Angela is back. We are almost back to normal.
Almost.
Now, if we didn't want to make y'all about sick, we'd show you the big hunk out of her head where she has a big knot, and
I'm bald.
she's bald.
Y'all think
So
I'm kidding?
we're going to watch the way the cameras
I have
go.
it covered.
Yeah, we're going to watch the way the cameras go, but she wanted to come back to work. She's back.
Nothing like waking up your hair being gone.
She's not 100%, but she is back. And we want to ask you to pray for her in a full recovery. But y'all, we have so many things to talk about today, so many sad things, so many hopeful things, because we know that prayers are answered, and we want to ask you to pray for several people. This has been... Gilmer County and Pickens County took some hard hits this week. Lanier Poole is an ICU over at Northside, I believe, for Scythe.
Now, everybody knows him.
Everybody knows Lanier and Cherie Poole. They live on Highway 53. You know, there was the Lanier Poole and the Cherie Poole, and then there was the Cherie Martin, and we were, you know, friends. And best compliment that was ever paid to me, Lanier Poole pulled up on his four-wheeler, and he said, I told Cherie I want you to do something for me. You plan great funerals. Well, Lanier, I'm not ready to plan your funeral, so get well now. He said, the funeral I did for my husband was a reflection of, I guess, feelings that I wanted to portray. And I thought, what a compliment for a man to notice something like that. Lanier has been a friend forever, and please, please pray for him. His blood pressure was high. He had a stroke. He is a diabetic. He has a lot of issues going on. But with today's technology, we hope that he will be back to 100%. And we learned you can be in ICU today and you can be at home in 2 days. So we know that there are some things happening in technology.
That high blood pressure is not good.
High blood pressure is not good, is it?
No.
No. And many
Especially
times
when your bottom number stays between 150 and 170 and up.
Right, and it is brought on by stress many times.
Yeah.
Well, I have a lesson for y'all. Last night, my pool guy, and Butch is like, he reminds me of Uncle Remus. He's the coolest dude. He's the coolest old black gentleman that you ever saw.
Nice. He's so godly.
He is so godly.
Kind.
He is so kind. He is so good. And he looked at me last night and he said, Miss Cherie, I got to tell you something. He said, stress is a decision you decide to make. He said, you decide to live with your life the way it is, or you decide to be stressed out about it, or you decide to change your life. And from that lesson with Butch, I have made some huge decisions about business, because Butch told me the stress you're under is self-inflicted. And I thought, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, but economical and situational, sometimes you can't change.
Exactly, but he said you can make a decision. You can make a decision to sit on a riverbank and fish and just let it all go, or you can stress about it and get your blood pressure elevated to yours was what now?
My bottom number was staying 150 to 170 and it had been high for about a good month like that, but
Right.
I was just equating it to stress.
Yeah, okay. So Butch, the pool man, who is a godly, good Christian man, this is advice to each and every one of you. Stress is a decision you make. If you're in a stressful situation, you make up your mind. That door swings both ways. You get out of it. You walk away from it. You deal with it. I don't care what the issue is. And he told me, I said, but Butch, what about all the bills? And he said, okay, you make a decision to walk away from that. And I said, oh, I never thought about that. But you have to decide to take care of yourself. Life is about choices. Life is about choices. Now, for about 42 years, I know a young woman who made the right choices. She was a great teenager. She was a good mom. She was a good daughter. She was a good everything to the community of Pickens County. And yesterday, it was almost like, and it's kind of like we still don't believe this has happened. Tina Arp Smith went to be with the Lord yesterday. Now, many of you know her because you have these perfect nails. I've never had these perfect nails, but I loved one of the last postings on her Facebook. Said, Tina, I can't wait until you do my nails for my wedding. And I felt so sorry for that bride.
I know.
I thought she doesn't even know, you know. And it is one of those things. Tina was the good girl. She was the sweet girl. She was the exceptional
so helpful.
mom. Yeah.
If you had anything going on, a benefit, a fundraiser, whatever, she was your go-to girl because
Right.
she was just so supportive and
Right.
helpful.
And we want to say, in memory of a very, very sweet, sweet Tina Arp Smith. And it's funny, a couple of weeks ago, I sent her a message about her daddy, and she sent me a message back, and she said, I miss my daddy so much.
I know.
Today, she will be back with her dad. And I want to say good morning to Lena and to Macy and to Joan and to Jimmy and to the family. It's funny because Tina loved for Lena to get to hear her name on TV, so she would say, Lena watches all the time. Will you please say hello to her?
I had a little squalling moment last night. I was looking through my Facebook, my pages since, I was just in the hospital. May 14th was the week I was there. And Tina was sending Gary and I messages about praying for me.
Right.
And now she's gone.
She's gone. And it is one of those things, it's kind of like we didn't believe it, and everybody's saying,
Stop.
I know, everybody's saying, this
Maybe
is weird.
she was praying for me because she was my angel and now she is one.
Yeah, but they think she probably had a massive heart attack. We're really not sure. We don't know, but we know that this week Jasper lost somebody really, really special.
I know.
So, okay, enough. She's gone on to be with the Lord.
It's still so surreal,
This
though.
week, Gilmer County faced the plane crash. My gosh, how much more can these tiny communities take?
Yep.
It has been a tough, tough week, and we want to say, please pray for these families. I mean, you think about 4 victims who were all friends and together and have known each other 50 years.
It was so sad it took
Now,
days
we
to
won't
find them.
disclose your age, but we will say you knew Tina for 25, 30 years? Since y'all
Probably
were little.
more.
Yeah.
Elementary school.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
So
long
it is a
time.
time to pray for each other. I mean, this is going to be, and to Pam Dorsey and her family, I walked to the funeral home yesterday, and we're laying her brother to rest. Okay, we're laying David to rest today. Her mom is in ICU at Piedmont, and she just lost it. She said, I don't know how much more I can handle.
I know.
There's so much going on, and it's like, it's just stress and stress and stress. And you think about it, you have to remove yourself from the stress. You have to understand that Tina's in the Lord's hands. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
And Lanier is over in the hospital in ICU. And Cherie, please, everybody, pray for her. Pray that she gets through this. Pray that Lanier gets through this. Pray that the Lord's will be done. He's a good guy. He is such a good guy. And David McLaughlin was a Vietnam vet. He was a Vietnam vet, and he will be laid to rest today with full military honors down at the Georgia National Cemetery. So it has been a week of, not a happy week, not a happy week. But I think the thing with Tina brought it all home to us. When I saw you laying in the hospital comatose for hours, I could have been that mom.
Right.
But her mom didn't have time to prepare because she just was gone in just a moment.
Yeah.
So we are not guaranteed tomorrow, but I can tell you, tomorrow will have to be a brighter day for that family. She left a smile.
She
Pickens
did.
County will never forget her.
I've never, ever, since I've known the girl, since we were kids, heard one bad thing about her.
Never.
I mean, it's like you couldn't even make up gossip about her because she was just too good.
Yeah.
She was always smiling. She was always friendly. She was always helpful.
Okay, what is it saying?
You couldn't make up anything bad about her because everybody know you were a dummy.
A heart of gold stopped beating to shining eyes at rest. God broke our hearts to prove he only takes the best.
He kicked me back.
So there you go. There you go. He sent her back. Oh,
He
gosh.
sent me back and he took.
He sent her back. Please pray for each other. It has been I'd say a very stressful week for so many people. But
But
today,
you're right, it is more shocking because
It is
she
shocking.
called her husband and said, I'm so sick, you've got to come home and take me to the hospital. And before he could get home, she was gone.
Yeah.
She was gone. That
So
fast.
sad, so sad. But to her family, please pray for her. I don't know the arrangements. Do you know the
Well,
arrangements
she's
yet?
still at the crime lab, I understand.
Okay.
So just to make sure what
Yeah,
happened.
because anytime there's an unexplained, she was young, healthy, tan, beautiful, everything
Well,
going
I did
for
read
her.
last night that she was at the pool the day before and she had a terrible, terrible headache and she had been vomiting in the afternoon.
Okay.
That she was not feeling very good at all the day before.
So
that may
be aware.
some kind of indication that something was going on.
Right.
That maybe,
Right.
if you get to the doctor sooner.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe,
Just
but
be
you
aware.
never know.
Be aware of what's going on with your body. Okay. It is the Lord's will, whatever happens. So Tina is in a better place today. Darn it.
I know.
She will be missed. When we
You
ended
know
up with way
what?
too many of your T-shirts, do you know how hard that girl worked to sell them
I know.
T-shirts?
And you know what?
She was like the T-shirt queen.
Another thing so weird, I was going to get her to do my nails 2 weekends ago when I came out of the hospital. And I'd moved some papers on my dresser last night, also after I'd read the Facebook thing, and there was her phone number laying on my dresser where I had tried to call her 2 weeks ago. So you never know. Don't put off until tomorrow what you need to do today, even if it's just call a friend.
That's right. That's right.
Because I can't call her now.
No. Okay, we got to move on. Okay, who's going to be at Harbor Ministries?
Somebody that y'all all know and love and probably miss a little bit.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Bill Sinyard is going to be at Harbor Ministries on Sunday, and we're very excited about that. We're hoping to get to go. If, Lord, something don't happen, we're going to be there. But, yeah, Miss Joyce sent me a message, which I'd already seen it earlier this week on Bill's Facebook.
Right.
Facebook, what would we do without it?
Right. And Facebook, good, bad, and ugly. Sometimes there are rumors started on Facebook that aren't true. Sometimes there's things said on there that immediately get help for people. There are the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you have to deal with it.
Yes, you do.
And I will say something I have tried doing. There's a lot of really, really bad language on Facebook.
Yes.
And I have tried blocking some people.
You can say what you need to say without using words.
Well, it's been pretty bad lately. So if you are on Facebook and you're offended by some of this stuff, I tried to call Facebook, write them, get in touch with them. I can't get in touch with them.
You can report them.
I don't know how you
There's
do
a
it,
thing
but
on
I've
your-
been trying.
Yeah.
And if you're a 19-year-old teenager and all you talk about is getting drunk on Facebook, you're about stupid, and so is your mama. Because, you know, I'm like, you're underage, dummies. But there's a lot of stuff on Facebook that is negative, and I don't like that about it.
Yeah.
And I've got almost 4,000 friends, and I love it, and I love y'all, and I love the communication, but sometimes it gets to be too much. And if you're one of those kids out there with that crappy language going on, if you're one of those kids out there talking about, I'm getting drunk tonight, and da-da-da, you're stupid. You're just stupid. That's all there is to it. So, you know, I wish Facebook had a way to clean itself up. So that's about all of that. But
you know what I love to read? Little inspirational things that Cheryl, beautiful blonde Cheryl sends.
yes, yeah.
Did you read the one about Mr. President Obama the other day? Oh, wow.
No, but I love Cheryl, and it is a great way to stay connected. Now, it is also a great way to say who you're going to vote for. And I did a poll the other day, an ABC poll, and I learned the hard way right quick. Your cell phone starts ringing, because then they start calling you, asking you a million questions, and I'm like, oh, no, why did I do that? So, anyway, Facebook, good thing, bad thing. But, you know, become our friend, hang out with us on Facebook. But if you do the nasty language and you get drunk, I don't want to hear from you. That's the end of that story. So, we have a very special lady with us today. She is CNA of the Year. Yes. What does CNA stand for? If you can tell us what CNA stands for.
I started to say it.
They keep leaving this shirt here, so I'm going to give it away. And if I get killed over this, they'll just have to do something to me.
It's cute.
But anyway, we're going to give away this T-shirt. If you can tell me, what does CNA stand for? Call me at 866-939-2329. And I can tell you, if you do not have the fastest internet in the West, you can call us for internet speeds exceeding the limit of 50 MBPs. The fastest internet in town. Call us right here at ETC. Okay, you got some birthdays going on?
Yeah, I do. That is a very special one.
Okay,
104 years young.
Lord have mercy, she's older than me.
I saw that, because I don't have my glasses on, I had to double take.
Is it
104.
Ella Pauline Allen from her niece Pauline? Today, 104. Congratulations.
And then Miss Jessica Payne, June 2nd, 17 years old, from Granny and Pa Payne. Rose Venable, 6'3", 25 years young, from your Nana.
And I know who that
And
is.
Walter Taylor from Shirley, Durham. Happy birthday tomorrow, June the 4th.
And let me tell you what's going on tomorrow.
Go get your barbecue.
Let me tell you what you go get tomorrow.
And tell him happy birthday.
In honor of Walter and Sue being good givers and givers and givers and givers tomorrow, if you show up at the Blue Ridge Farmers Market and you say, happy birthday, Walter, you get a free barbecue sandwich.
Is that what Tanya meant on Facebook?
You get a free, I'm talking free barbecue sandwich. Now, if you
Y'all
want to
don't
buy,
understand.
Yeah, they're good. If you want to buy a second or a third one, you can buy you a second or third one. But if you'd like to show up tomorrow, a free barbecue sandwich, compliments of the Taylors. It is worth buying. They are super, super good people who give back to the community. There are so many things in Fannin County that can go toward him. I mean, he's just a good guy. He has given, given, given. And you can go by the farmer's market tomorrow and say, happy birthday, Walter, and you get yourself a free.
I cannot believe it. I saw
free
Tanya posted
barbecue
something about
sandwich.
free barbecue this weekend, and I was
Yeah.
thinking, oh,
For
she's
real.
crazy.
No, for real.
Now, do I understand that her brother is cancer-free now?
Cancer-free. Cancer-free. So thank you
Good.
for your prayers for Tony.
Good, good, good.
It's been an amazing journey. We were there at the fundraiser for them. The Kaylors were there singing. You know, that's somebody else we need to say a big thank you to. If there's an event, if there's an occasion, if there's somebody who needs help, the Kaylors are one of those families. The Partons are one of those families. There are people who come out every single time they are needed to help others.
Local
and once
people.
again, we're back to Tina was one of those people. So today, please put up the graphic one more time. Today's program is in honor, in memory, and in love to Tina Arp Smith, who will be leaving Jasper to go on a better ride. And
Yeah.
she's in the Lord's hands right now. And you see that smile? You always saw that smile. when
always
saw
saw
her.
that smile.
That's right. That's right. So,
Yep.
so to her family, many, many prayers go out to you. Okay, a lot of folks. Who's the winner?
Nathan Donaldson.
Nathan Donaldson, congratulations. A lot of people lived through the tornadoes but lost everything. Tomorrow in Pickens County, there's going to be a fundraiser for storm victims at Fats Pancake Breakfast beginning at 7:30. $3 for children, $7 for adults. Please go by and have yourself a great meal. Every single dime is going to go to the victims. Every cent is going to the victims of the tornadoes.
So what do
yes.
you get? You get pancakes and...
Pancake, sausage, fruit, and a drink. Yeah,
My gosh.
for $7.
Wow.
So there you go. There you go. Okay, we're going to take a break, and we're going to go to our sponsors. And remember our sponsors, please, please, please. And if you like chocolate pizza. Now, I think chocolate pizza for breakfast sounds really good. What you think?
Pizza's good for breakfast, so I'm sure chocolate pizza's
Go
good
over
for
here to
breakfast.
Papa's and tell them that you want, I think that should be the Cherie Martin special there. And I want to say to everybody at the Dairy Queen in Jasper, good morning, because they said they are selling the dickens out of Cherie Martin Blizzard since this hot weather got here. If you're here in Gilmer County, run over to the Gilmer County Dairy Queen and get yourself a Cherie Martin Blizzard. You will love it. You will love it. And to all our sponsors, thank you very, very much. Right now we're going to go to sponsors and to my friend Rich Scott. Then we're going to come back and we're going to meet CNA of the Year, and that stands for Certified Nursing Assistant. And Nathan Donaldson knew the answer to that. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're here, and we are honoring this. Angela, hold up this scrapbook. This is so beautiful. Can we get to the page? There you go. We are honoring a young lady who has given many years of her life dedicated to helping others. And Miss Cleo, tell us a little bit about why you do what you do.
Well, I've always had a love for people, and babies and older people are my weakness. That's something. And I've always wanted to help people. Even when I was a little girl, I would help people. And my grandmother she was a midwife, and I guess she had a lot of influence on my life.
Okay, now, I didn't ask you your age, but can we talk about your age?
I'm 81. I don't care. I'm proud of my gray hair and my age.
Okay. At 81, you could be sitting on the porch rocking and doing nothing.
And I do have the rocking chairs and the porch.
But instead, you decide, you get in your car and you go to the nursing home or the senior center and you donate your time to help, don't you?
Well, I work at the nursing home.
So you
they
get
pay
paid
me.
for it.
They
You
pay
still
me
get paid, okay.
because I have to keep my certification up to be
Okay.
able to feed people.
Okay.
And I do bingo and feed, and
And you are the
charge.
CNA of the Year. And how did
for the state of Georgia.
How did you get that?
Well, I'll have to give credit to Tammy, I guess. Well, what happened?
And that's Tammy Baker.
She sent in this letter, that letter that they wrote.
Right.
They all were, and
Can I read this letter?
If you want to. Do whatever you want to do.
Cleo Young Thompson McDaniel was born December 16th, 1929 in Gilmer County. Cleo married Fred Thompson and they had 4 children. All 4 children have become very successful. Patsy Davenport works in the banking business. Ronnie Thompson owns a Ford dealership where he happens to have a Lincoln that's driving me crazy. Linda King is a bookkeeper, and James Thompson owns an insurance agency and poultry farm. He is also pastor of Jerusalem Baptist Church. Fred, her husband of 29 years, passed away from lung cancer in 1978. Cleo married Joe McDaniel in the early 1980s. They were married approximately 22 years. Cleo and Joe enjoyed traveling. They traveled out west and throughout the South. She has 3 stepchildren with Joe. Joe passed away in 2004 at the Gilmer Nursing Home. Cleo has 9 grandchildren living and 1 grandchild that is deceased. Cleo has 10 great-grandchildren. She has been a faithful member of Whitestone Baptist Church since her childhood. Excuse me. Cleo loves working at the nursing home. She has worked for Gilmer Nursing Home for 37 years. She retired for a short time in 2000 after back surgery, but Cleo returned after a few months to work as a hydration aide. She loves to play bingo with the residents. She is everyone's favorite. The residents ask for her when she is not there. Cleo is very unselfish. She also makes apple pies and cinnamon rolls to sell to raise money for bingo and people in need. Cleo also crochets baby blankets for every staff member who is having a baby. She brings special treats for the residents, such as apples, apple pies, and her chocolate cake. Yum.
Yeah.
Yum. Staff and residents always request her Mexican cornbread. Yum. Y'all are killing me. Cleo says the nursing home is a blessing for her. She has cared for many of her childhood friends at the nursing home. The nursing home is her home away from home. Cleo often comes in on holidays to help feed the residents. Cleo is a wonderful example of a godly woman. She is as beautiful on the inside as the outside. For all her years of devotion and service, the Gilmer Nursing Home proudly nominates Cleo McDaniel for CNA of the Year.
You're going to make me cry.
That is
Beautiful
precious.
tribute to you.
That is precious.
But see, I didn't know it. I did not know that.
Okay, when you were nominated, what then happened?
Well, Tammy told me that Jeff said we had to go to Atlanta. We got to go to Atlanta for a mandatory in-service. And I said, I'm not able to go. I said, I don't want to go and can't ride that bus. And then she said, well, you've got to go. And I said, well, I'll just take my car. We'll just take my car and we'll go. So we went to Atlanta. Well, it didn't dawn on me what I was going for. And everybody with me knew it. And everybody all around me knew it. Everybody knew it but me. I was a dumb one. So we had a real good speaker. We had lunch. And then that lady that was the one that was there, she was, I assume she was a nurse. She was dressed like one, you know. And she said, the one here today that is for the CNA, for the ward of the state of Georgia, CNA for the state of Georgia, I'll get it right in a minute. She said she's worked for 37 years. Well, I looked around and there wasn't nobody there gray-headed but me. And that sort of rung a bell, and then when she said she's known for making her apple pies, and then the tears started flowing.
Oh, wow.
What a nice surprise.
Then I knew that was me, and it's such an honor to think that
Yeah,
that is an honor.
it is an honor. And what a tribute you are to other people, though, by giving back, because if people learn from you.
Well, I think my life that people has given me more. The residents give me more than I give them.
Wow, wow. Now, how many hours a week are you at the nursing home?
I work approximately maybe 30 hours every 2 weeks. Now, I have a job. I have a good job. I've got a good boss. Because they let me come to work when I want to and leave when I get ready.
That's awesome.
There nobody has a job like that.
No, that's awesome.
And then I go in and help feed breakfast maybe 2 or 3 mornings a week, and then I do bingo, and then sometimes I help feed supper.
Okay.
And then I help sometimes on when they have like special occasions. I go in and help sometimes, but not a whole lot.
And you said you still drive?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And live alone. I live by myself.
I actually have seen your house. I know where you live.
You
I went
seen
up
my
to,
house?
Yeah, I went up to Danny Hensley's one day, and I saw where you
Well,
live.
Danny lives across the street from
Yes,
there.
yeah, absolutely. Now, what is your most special moment as far as, you told us there's a picture in here that is your favorite.
That's one of my favorites. My special moment at the nursing home is when I go in and make somebody happy. If I can make one person happy every day,
Right.
I have led a successful life. That is
Right.
my special. And then, like I say, when those people down there are special, because I've been with them. I said I've spent more time in the nursing home than I have actually with some of those people than I have my own grandkids.
Wow. What about the lady who was baptized at 100 years old? Or 100 and what?
100 years old.
Yeah, let me find her
100 years
picture.
old.
She was a Miss Brown.
Uh-huh.
And that is one of my special times down there. But I've had a lot of special times down
See
there.
if we can get a close
You know,
up of
you
this.
can work with people like that, and you can talk to them about your grandkids and talk to them about your troubles and listen. You know, it's just a rewarding work. But now you go down, you might walk in the nursing home and you see those people sitting there, and you go out feeling sorry for them. But if you stay around there for a little while, you see how happy they are.
And what was the lady's name that was getting baptized here?
What's her name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was her name?
Her name was Miss Brown, and I can't remember her first name.
And she was 100 years old.
And that preacher that baptized her is Ricky Brown. Y'all probably know Ricky, don't you?
No, ma'am, I don't. But isn't that
How
the sweetest
neat.
thing?
That is one of my favorite. That's one of my favorites.
That's
And,
awesome.
and my low moments is when the younger people, when they come in, that's a low moment.
Right, right. That's hard. That's hard. Well, this album, we have to pay tribute to somebody who worked very, very hard to put
Yes,
this album
they did
together.
a beautiful job.
Tammy Baker is responsible for this album, and I just told her daughter Hannah, I said, let me bring you them 5,000 pictures I've got and make me an album or 2 or 3 or 4. This is the neatest thing.
It is.
That is the neatest
I
thing.
really
She did a
cherish
great
that.
job. Yeah.
I cherish that.
I love how they have.
But now the
excuse me,
nursing home has been
quotes.
good to me. I mean, you know, it's given, and then after I got to where I couldn't work on the floor after I had all those surgeries, see, Jeff made me a job where that I could come down there.
Right.
So I don't have anything but good things to say about your nursing home.
Wow.
A lot of people have said nice things about you in here.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There are tributes in here from different people you've worked with. And you told me this favorite picture of you is in your flower garden.
Yeah,
That you love
that was at Whitestone when I lived in Whitestone.
That is so beautiful. Well, congratulations on this. CNA of the Year 2011. And that is just the sweetest thing. And there are articles in the newspaper about you. And if you've got a lot of boxes of pictures sitting around, this is a great inspiration to do yourself some scrapbooking. I ain't smart enough and ain't got time, and I want to do this anniversary because I just love them. Cecil and Francis Sisson, congratulations on 61 years of totally blissful, happy marriage. Now, what have you got?
I have Bessie Holloway, June 3rd. She's battled MS for the last 40 years, and her family is so happy that she has made it this far. From your sister-in-law, Lois, 70 years on June 3rd. Happy birthday, Bessie Holloway.
Happy birthday. Now, are there other things that you want to do you haven't done? Have you pretty much accomplished what you wanted to?
Well, I have traveled. When Joe and I traveled a lot, and I got to see the world. And I guess I do everything that I want to do. I'd like to see all my grandkids, great-grandkids, and grandkids grow up and be saved and ready to meet the Lord.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, today you had to have some assistance to get here. Who is the lady who brought you?
Kathy came. I drove myself. Kathy has to help. She come to help me up and down where I can't. I don't do stairs and I don't do steps. See, I have stairs at home, but I don't do them because of the back surgeries.
Right.
But I walk outside with. I don't have to have any assistance in where it's level. Now in the nursing home, I walk good. But where it's not leveled, I don't walk good. But that's due from back surgeries. And
Do you still have that beautiful flower bed?
no, that was at Whitestone. But I have daylilies.
Okay.
You need to drive by my house and see my daylilies when they bloom. That's what I've got now is daylilies. But I'm not physically able to work outside the
Well,
house.
you know, on a lot of jobs, a lot of people always want to have the holidays off. And you're just the opposite. You work on holidays.
Well, I took my Christmas Eve. I worked Christmas Eve. I took off Christmas Eve to be with my children. And where that on Christmas Day, them mamas could be at home with their families and their children. But I always fix supper on Christmas Eve night. We always have Christmas at my house on Christmas Eve night. And then the children can go to their in-laws' house.
The next
And
day.
have it both
and you
ways.
can go to work.
And
Yeah.
I go to work. And I worked every Christmas Day except one. I went in every Christmas Day, I guess, except one, and that was when my husband was at Kennestone dying with cancer.
Now,
But now I still go down there and help them feed one meal on Christmas. Maybe it's Christmas morning, or just whenever I want to go, I go.
now, your goal for today is to get me to buy that hot Lincoln over at Ronnie Thompson.
Yeah, I want you. Now you. I said if I can make one person happy every day.
Honey, if I was driving that Lincoln, I would be grinning from ear to ear.
If you go over there and buy that Lincoln today, then that will make Ronnie happy and it'll make his mama happy.
I know it. I pass it every morning, and I've looked up the mileage on it, and I've looked up this, and I've looked up that, and right now, you know, times are
What color
hard.
is it?
I'll just have to wait. But Lord, I love that Lincoln.
Well, he might give you a rebate.
Well,
'cause
they
he's
just need to
offering
move it
some.
so I don't have to see it every morning, because every morning I look at that Lincoln, I glance over there, and I just grin, and I think, now I can see me driving around in that little car. So, your children are your greatest pride, aren't they?
And my grandchildren, And the Lord has really blessed me with a good family, and my grandbabies and them little greats, when they come to my house, they have such a good time.
And you told me the first time I met you was at Bud Holloway's benefit. And you were telling me what a special man he was too. There are so many people in Gilmer County who have given back quietly, you know, given back quietly and done things. And you gave back quietly for years and years, and then you were, a tribute was paid to you. So that's pretty awesome. And it's pretty awesome that they nominated
Well, this
you.
is an honor.
It is an honor. It is an honor. Congratulations.
When was it? When did you find out?
2011, what day?
That we went to Atlanta the 13th, Friday the 13th.
Oh my goodness.
How funny.
We went on Friday the 13th, but we had a good day. We had a good time.
Now, did they give you a plaque? Did they give you a trophy?
They gave me a plaque.
Okay.
And I didn't bring it because I brought the outfit.
You got bragging rights, don't you? You got bragging rights, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, where was this held? Where did you go in downtown Atlanta?
It was out from Atlanta. Well, some little town, the name of it, and I can't even remember the town, but it was just right below Atlanta. It's
Was
right
it
below.
Hateville? McDonough?
That's Kathy if she
Okay.
remembers.
Kathy, do you remember? No.
It was
Okay.
it was in a big building, just a big building there.
Okay. And you thought you were going for in-service?
I thought we was going for,
So
well,
they
they
pulled
did
one
have
over
they
you.
did have an in-service. They did that day. We had a speaker, and it was,
Is one of the hardest things that you get so attached to the residents at the nursing home, they become your family, and then if they pass on, is that hard for you to handle still?
well, some of them, you just
It's a
look
blessing.
up and say, thank you, Lord, it's time
Right.
to go.
Yes.
I mean, you know,
Right.
the hardest things, a hard thing one time was this man when he had 2 children, and that was a hard thing. But they are been hard things down there that's been hard for me. But if they're, you know, if they get really get bad, then you just thank the Lord it's time to go.
You showed us a picture of a young lady whose daughter was one of the plane crash victims. And you said that she's a
Audrey
resident there.
Davison.
Yes, and that her daughter was one of the victims in the plane crash.
Patricia was a good friend of mine, and I have these people come to my house on Saturday, my friends sometimes, and we have potluck dinner, and we have a good time. And so Audrey,
How do you get invited to that dinner? Sounds good to
Do you want me to call you?
It's sounding good to me.
Well, when I have one,
Tell
if
me
you
what
would like to
y'all
come.
would have.
Well, we just have potluck. You bring what you want. You fix your own dish and bring it, and so
That is a neat
everybody has their specials that they bring. Patricia always brought green beans and little boiled potatoes, and she'd put them on a dish, you know, and have one on one side, one on the other, and it always looked so neat. And Patricia made pictures of all the ones that came to my house, you know. She did that.
Wow. Well, you'll
But
miss
Patricia
her.
would bring Audrey, you know.
Well, you'll
Yeah,
miss her.
but Audrey Davison's been a friend of mine so many years, so many years.
Well, you have a lot of great memories, and you have a lot to think about now, and a lot to be grateful for, because
I am
you've been given
thankful.
an opportunity.
But I have enjoyed. I said, when I quit my job and went to the nursing home, I thought, boy, I can't handle this. This is not for me. This is not cut out for me. But then you just keep going back, and then you just learn to love it. You just grow with it, and that's where my friends are all at now. So when time comes for me to go in, it won't be no problem.
It'll be like being at home, won't it?
Well, it'll be home. Let's home away from home.
Yeah.
So it is.
Well, thank you so much. And once again, we are honoring and we are proud. Tammy, it's funny that Tammy just nominated her and she got it. There you go, Miss Cleo McDaniel, who is the CNA of the year 2011. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. We're going to take a break and we're going to go to our community calendar. There are so many things going on this weekend. We've talked a little bit about the pancake breakfast. There are going to be events happening Gaha is having an event next weekend on the 10th. This weekend in Cumming, Georgia, you can get yourself tickets to Smoke on the Mountain, but I can tell you there
Is it
aren't
this
many
weekend?
seats left. Yes, it's for the next 4 weekends. So from now through June, you can go over to Cumming and see Smoke on the Mountain. If you haven't seen it, you certainly need to. We're
Go
gonna-
see it for a great laugh.
for a great laugh. We all need something to laugh about this week. We're going to take a break and we're going to go to the community calendar. When we come back, it'll be time to do something. We're going to wrap up the week. A lot has happened. We want to talk a little bit more about it. We want to encourage you to do something for others this weekend. I think Miss Cleo is a great example of how you can do for others. Ending this week in Jasper and Pickens County and Fannin County, it's been a tough week for a lot of people. We want to encourage you to do something for somebody else. If you want to go over and you see that your neighbor's yard needs weed eating, do that. If you think that your neighbor lives alone and she needs a bite to eat, cook them something to eat. If you can do for others, it will come back to you 10,000 times. Miss Cleo is a perfect example of that. You can do for others. This is a time in troubled America, a lot of depression going on, a lot of sadness going on, a lot of people having a hard time dealing with the economic times, a lot of health issues going on. I said to see Ray McLaughlin is in ICU at Piedmont. Now imagine this. Here's Pam, her daughter. Her brother has just passed away. We're at the funeral home. Her daddy's coming in, a frail little feisty. George McLaughlin is coming in the nursing home, and Pam needs a hug. You know, all she needed was a hug. You've got to be there for other people. You have to support the other people. You're not the only person with baggage or damage or issues. So many people
Was her
are
brother
hurting.
in ICU? He was in
He was
ICU
next
when
to
I was
you in
there.
ICU.
But was he there this whole time?
He was
since I've
moved to
been
Big
out?
Piedmont. No, he
Oh,
was moved to
okay.
Big Piedmont, and he lost a battle. And you know, to be Pam, you think you have a lot of baggage going on. She's got her mom in ICU. She's at the funeral home doing greetings for her brother's funeral. And then her dad walks in, and I just think to myself, you know, we don't have it so bad. So if you think you have it bad, look around you. If you think you can do something for somebody else, do it. Even if it's just stopping by the funeral home and saying hello, giving them a hug. If it's taking a dish, you know, I love her idea to get
know.
together with friends with a covered dish.
know.
That is a great idea.
She's spunky for 81.
Everybody makes one dish and they show up with a meal. You also find laughter and great memories, and that's what we're all looking for. We're all looking for something to make us smile, because lately there hasn't been a whole lot to
Yes.
smile about. But the one thing you have to keep in mind is don't let it get you down. I am guilty of letting it get me down. I have had some breakout, screaming, crying, hissy fits lately. I can't do that to myself. And when Butch told me yesterday, he said, stress is self-inflicted. You just got to let it go. And I thought, you wise old black man. You wise old man. He reminds me, honestly, of Uncle Remus sitting there telling me a story. He's only 50-something, but he's got this gray hair going on. And he just, what a wise man. And so from that, I just last night kind of went into a calm down, cool down effect. And I said, you got to make it. You got to make it through these troubled times. There's a time in a song, y'all love this song, and this is Angela's favorite. And so we're going to do this in honor of her coming back to work. She didn't want to come in today. She's got this big bald spot in the back of her head. It looks really, really bad. If
I
you,
showed y'all would.
you wouldn't
Y'all
like
would cry
it.
as much as I did when it happened.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it, but she still has a big knot on her head, and it is a better day today. And from this song, 4 Days Late, you learn that no matter what happens in life, whether it's the loss of a young life, whether it's the loss of somebody you have loved all your life, like my grandmother, we're approaching the 9th anniversary of my mother's death.
I
Today,
cannot believe that.
today I can still smell my mother.
I know.
I can still feel her hands, and I said, God is right on time all the time. So I want you to sit back now, and I want you to listen to my friend, she is an inspiration to so many, Karen Peck. She is an awesome, awesome lady, and she delivers a message and song better than anybody. Nobody could do 4 Days Late like Karen does it.
She does it
God
perfect.
is right on time every time. Sit back and enjoy Miss Karen Peck.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. The news came to Jesus, please come fast. Lazarus is sick, and without your help, he will not last. Mary and Martha watched their brother die. They waited for Jesus, he did not come, and they wondered why. The death watch was over, buried 4 days. Somebody said, he'll soon be here, the Lord's on his way. Martha ran to him, and then she cried, Lord, if you had been here, you could have healed him, he'd still be alive. But you're 4 days late, and all hope is gone. Lord, we don't understand why you've waited so long. But his way is God's way, not yours or mine. And isn't it great when he's 4 days late, he's still on time. Jesus said, Martha, show me the grave. But she said, Lord, you don't understand. He's been there 4 days. The gravestone was rolled back. Then Jesus cried, Lazarus, come forth. Then somebody said, he's alive, he's alive. You may be fighting a battle of fear. You've cried to the Lord, I need you now, but he has not appeared. Friend, don't be discouraged, 'cause he's still the same. He'll soon be here, he'll roll back the stone, and he'll call out your name. When he's 4 days late, and all hope is gone. Lord, we don't understand why you waited so long. But his way is God's way,
We have another prayer request. This is the week that we all need to pray for each other. Carlin Bradley, his wife Lisa passed away from a blood clot. She was in the ICU at Piedmont in Jasper. Please pray for him and for their family. You know, we are not guaranteed tomorrow.
No.
We are not guaranteed the next moment. Seize every moment of your life that you possibly can and enjoy it. If you have been stressing, I'm the queen of stress, I'm telling you. And I am trying so hard to learn to just let it go. You just
You know what
can't
you
do it.
You know what you need to do? What helps me?
No.
You're gonna love this.
What?
Go let your dog give you a kiss in the face.
You know what I've
If you're stressing, they know when I'm stressing. They know. I can be sitting there not saying a word, but I guess they, maybe with my high blood pressure, they pick up maybe my elevated heart rate or whatever, and they'll come over there and they'll give me the look, and I'll lean down and I'm like, "Want some sugars?" And they'll give me a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
If you get a big old dog sugars, it makes you smile. You forget
Well,
for a second.
I have been trying
You'd be
to,
like,
yeah, I would be, y'all. You know, the Cherie say makeup, I'm getting on dog slobber on me. I've been trying to swim every evening. I've been trying to just relax because honestly, last Friday, I think I learned that stress kills. And Lanier is in ICU over at Cherokee. Please pray for him. High blood pressure. That high blood pressure causes strokes, causes heart attacks. It causes things that maybe we can, a better diet, more exercise, do the things we need to do. You know, I get out and I swim, and that crazy Freddie Brackett took a picture of me in the pool and put it on Facebook. Do you know how lucky he is he doesn't have two black eyes?
y'all want to see the one of her on the tractor.
You do not. You will never. And
She
that
is a sexy mama.
that will only be sold on National Enquirer for millions of dollars. I can't believe this. But
Once Joe Kelly gets you syndicated, then
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
selling the picture.
we have had a very stressful time lately. So many people are facing stress. So many people are facing death. So many people are facing sad times, but we have to just let it go. We have to let it go, and that's something I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. I remember one time a very, very wise woman, Von Hinton's wife Ruth, told me one time my blood pressure was like 205 over 145. And she sat down straight across from the table and looked at me and she said, "I don't know what's going on, but you better get it straightened out because if you don't, it's going to take you out of here." Right. If you have things going on in your life that you know need to be straightened out, if you have an emotional problem, if you have alcohol problem, if you have a depression problem, if you have anything, you are in charge. You make choices. You can decide. I can decide to relieve myself from the stress, but I have to decide to do it.
And another thing, don't let your potassium bottom out. Because
Exactly.
you don't believe what your potassium controls in your body.
Oh, absolutely.
And
And do you know milk has potassium in it?
Well,
milk?
I know I'm taking now lots of potassium tablets. I'm actually taking the double recommended dosage because I do not want to be potassium free anymore.
Right, right. And it is one of those things, you make choices about your life. Choose to live a happy life. Choose to live a healthy life. Do the best you can. And to my buddy Lois Chastain, I am so proud of you. She has lost almost 70 pounds.
Oh, wow.
She is doing so
Yay.
well. And to my friends at Subway, you're helping us lose a little weight. Thank you very, very much. The Cherie Martin sandwich is oven roasted chicken with spinach, with lettuce, with tomato, with black olives, with bell peppers, and sweet onion sauce. And the sweet onion sauce is
Good enough to
fat-free.
drink
But
and
it's
fat-free.
Yay.
But you know, I actually went and I got the Subway breakfast with the egg, and I had them put sweet onion sauce
Oh,
on
yeah.
it, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
really,
We're
really
addicted
good.
to it, but we want to encourage you to take care of yourself, to love yourself, to do for yourself. If it's a little tiny trip to Ball Ground, Georgia this weekend, I'm going to spend my weekend jerking up floors and tearing down walls. But it
Freddie's
is
going to continue playing Tawanda.
yeah, it is a stress reliever. It is a stress reliever. Do what you can to make yourself smile. Do what you can to make yourself happy. And along the way, try to do for others. Can you get that bucket and can we draw? I'm not sure where the cake comes from today, but we promise you we'll give you a cake.
Where was she
And
saying?
happy birthday and many prayers to everybody who faced anything this week. We have had a week of facing some pretty sad times. And to my buddy Pam Dorsey, love you. Get through the day. Get through the day. Bessie Holloway, on June the 3rd, at 70 years old, she battled MS for the last 40 years, and her family is so happy that she has made it this far, from her sister-in-law, Lois. And happy birthday to you, and this is our winner. You know, we want you to do for others, but we want you to do for yourself. Take care of yourself. Make yourself happy. I'm going to recommend 2 movies. Go rent Queen Latifah, or go buy it. Honey, it's worth buying. Last Holiday. She thinks she's dying.
I've still never seen it.
Oh, well, here's your prescription for the weekend. Dr. Martin here says, go watch Last Holiday. She thinks she's dying. She has been treated like crap most of her life by a lot of people. She has eaten the right things. She lives on lean cuisines, which is so sad. She always wanted to do things differently, but she was always structured. And then when she thought she was dying, she has a great time. So don't wait until you think you're dying to have a great time. Enjoy every single moment of every single day. Okay, there's Last Holiday. That's one of my favorites. Now, if you want to be high and then low, go to the theater and see Tyler Perry's new movie, Medea's Big Happy Family. Now, Medea's Big Happy Family is happy, funny, love it, but it also has some low moments, and it will make you think about your life.
And if you want to go see action-packed greatness, Fast 5 is your third choice, because G-Man took me to see that, and it definitely will put a smile on the action-adventure lover's face.
There you go. Go to a movie. Go to our local theater and get you a bag of popcorn and a Coke and sit down. Do something for yourself, guys. Just take care of yourself. We're going to take care of ourselves this weekend, and I promise you we'll be back on Monday, the Lord willing. From North Georgia Now Today.
I'm Piper Elizabeth Banks, and we don't
This
like to
is
say
Angela
goodbye, so we'll
Burgess,
say see you
I
later.
swear. And I'm Cherie, and we'll see you again only on North Georgia Now Today and ETC 3. Here comes my buddy, Rich Scott. Lots of things going on Trading Time.
You every second, save a million I love yous. That's what I do with one more day with you. One more day.